as Scotty Z and Mr. Everything Dan Jesser are doing battle with the Hellraisers, Blood and Guts. Once again, Mick Carson, Jay Soltis bringing you the action. Jay, they didn't even wait for a bell.
Look at this. I don't know who this referee is, but I sure as heck don't envy him. Look.
Oh. Well, that's referee Chad. Oh, good heavens. Right across the head of the big man Gutz, and now it is the masked man Blood in the ring to fend for himself against a very unusual combination of Dan Jesser and Scotty Z. You know, we have seen these two battling against each other with the... Oh! Ouch! Good grief! Well, that'll rearrange something or another. We have seen Jesser and Scotty Z wrestling against each other, with each other. This is a makeshift tag team, let's be honest, in the ring with an established combination in Blood and Guts.
We've seen Blood and Guts several times. They're probably the top tag team on the independent level in the Midwest. But yeah, like you say, Scotty and Dan Jesser, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of professional wrestling, you know, are they fan favorites? Do they hate the fans? Do they hate each other? Are they a tag team? This ought to be real interesting. 4 veterans in there.
Comfortable with, we'll give him a phone call. In the meantime, it's the School of Hard Knocks right here at this level, and that's not to say this isn't a tough level, and this is a great tag team matchup.
It's going to be a phenomenal tag team matchup. These guys match up real. Oh! In size, experience, the whole 9 yards. This, oh, geez, look at this. It's going to be phenomenal. And Scotty, you don't see that very often.
No, not often at all. Do you see partner Gutz? Oh, what a shot! Good grief, more humiliation factor there than pain. I'll tell you what, Gutz, in my estimation, the single most improved wrestler in the state of Minnesota.
He is phenomenal, and he's young too. He's got that on his side. And I know Gutz has been, or excuse me, Blood has been in this business for quite a while, so he has a perfect mentor, a perfect teacher, somebody to keep him focused.
And there's Blood coming in from the outside, the masked man. Now we've got all 4 in the ring. Referee Chad Delino having a tough time. You know, you said at the outset, you don't envy him when you've got 4 wrestlers who really don't give a damn about the rules, quite frankly. It's a good thing you're not in there, although as I look at the lineup sheet, you've got your hands full a little bit later on.
I've got a match with the one-man gang, and part of the fan of me says I'm excited, I can't be partial or biased, but part of me says, you know, I've seen this man snap before, and I don't want to be on the other end of that deal.
Well, you know, I know for a fact the one-man gang absolutely detests referees, especially those who have been in the business less than 3 years. Now, as I look at your resume, pal, you fall right in there. You're a gazelle waiting to meet that lion on open season here. You're in trouble.
I am in trouble, but one thing I'm happy is at least somebody's looking at my resume these days.
Toys R Us never did pan out, did it? Sorry to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the action at hand. We could talk about your resume and certainly my marital status all night long, but let's pay attention to the wrestling action. That's what we're here for at Sharx in Fridley, Minnesota. The big man with a chair as if he needs to bring any additional weaponry into the ring. Heaven's sakes, who was that? Be that as it may, look at this now. He's getting down on his knees and he wants to duke it out with Mr. Everything Dan Jesser. Psychological warfare.
I think so, and I think Dan Jesser's been along way too long to fall for that one. I think that was a bad move on Gutz's part right there, but now he's got, what's he doing to the ref? Come on, leave the referee alone.
Well, Chad Delino felt the wrath of Blood right there, and let's not take anything away from the masked man. We know for a fact he's been in this business about 13 years. There's that noggin knocker by Dan Jesser. Dan has put on a considerable amount of weight over the past 6 months or so. Comes into the ring tonight at about 260 pounds. Gee whiz. Yep, I think he got him where you think he got him. Oh, and Jesser follows up with a boot there, and the masked man is in trouble. Dan Jesser, of course, brought into the sport, as was his tag team partner, Scotty Z, by Brad Rangens, and it doesn't get any better than that, Jay.
He's a phenomenal trainer, and earlier today, believe it or not, Jesser, once again, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, he actually gave me the time of day, and I said, Dan, you put on some weight, and he said, yeah, I've been doing some aerial stuff lately, and I haven't been really happy with how things have been going. I'm going to try something, add some weight, and see what happens. And, now we're on the outside of the ring all of a sudden here.
Here we go, the fans at Sharx and Fridley, they knew it. Boy, when you buy a ticket in this building, you know that you're going to be right up close personal with the wrestlers. And how many matches have we seen over the years that have not only taken it out of the confines of the ring, but into the parking lot and on East River Road?
This building is legendary. You know, you talk about the ECW arena, the Bingo Hall in Philadelphia. I think this had its persona well before that ever came into play.
We have seen Lethal Larry Cameron here. Ricky the Prophet Rice. We've seen Mr. Saito, Brad Ringens, Road Warrior Hawk, Jerry Lynn, the Lightning Kid. The list is endless, and the history continues. My understanding, right here at Sharx and Fridley, it's going to be monthly professional wrestling once again. That is terrific news for the fans in the Twin Cities.
That's a shot in the arm that this area sorely needs. Has been lacking for quite a while. If you get action like this, it's going to be a sellout. If you hear it's coming again, folks, don't wait. Get your tickets ahead of time.
Well, while Dan Jesser was doing a number on Gutz on the inside of the ring, the masked man, who all of a sudden has become the La Parka of the Pro Wrestling America promotion, has picked up a chair. He's going nuts. He's into the seats right now. I'm not sure if he's in the old Scooter Pie Ray Webby wing or where he went.
Where's the referee at? Oh, there he is. I see him now. He's back in the corner there.
He's having a beer with Bob Stephenson, for heaven's sakes. Get back to the action at hand, referee. Chad Delino, he's lost. There's no question about it. What has he got? Oh, good grief. Nailed him again right in front of the referee, who is absolutely intimidated. Jay, you can see it on his face. He's terrified. He's way out of his league here.
I don't envy his task, but once again, I think if you're going to get into this business, you kind of got to start slow, maybe with a singles match or something. When you get them with veterans like this that have the style they wrestle, oh, there's a garbage can.
Here we go again. All of a sudden, we've got ECW right here at Sharx and Fridley, and in the middle of the ring now, Scotty Z with a sleeper hold. He's got it clamped on, and I'm not sure if he's got all the leverage that he wants on the outside of the ring. There you see Dan Jesser working on Gutz. Oh, well, he tried to hit him with the chair. It got caught up in the ropes that time, but it looks like the damage has already been done to Gutz on the outside. This is a very difficult match for us to call, let alone for a referee to handle.
And this is phenomenal, but I will give him this much credit for all the actions that spilled whatever. He could have easily counted this match out of the ring, but these fans did not come to see that. It might lead to that eventually. I mean, you can only give him so much leeway, but I'll give this guy credit. Although there he goes out of the ring again. Jesser takes advantage of it.
Good. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if you were looking for a wrestling clinic here, Luthez hooking up with somebody, you ain't going to see it. At Sharx and Fridley, we've got belts, we've got garbage cans, we've got adhesive tape. For heaven's sakes, it is broken loose, and what else did you expect? Something happens to the wrestlers when they come into the ring at Sharx and Fridley. There's a shot. Oh, good heavens. Referee Chad Delino again. He looks like he's been hit with 6 or 7 chairs.
Hey, that can happen. It has happened, and I don't ever want it to happen again, and if it does, I hope it happens to him.
Picks him up. Tremendous body slam by Mr. Everything, but once again, we've got all 4 wrestlers involved. Count of 1 and 2. No. Gutz able to roll the shoulder at the count of 2. Delino has no clue here, and I don't mean that in a demeaning way. He has absolutely lost control of this one, and whether or not the fans paid good money, he probably should have stopped this one about 5 minutes ago.
He should have, but now they're all back. Look at that, they're back in the ring again. He's got to get some kind of law and order here. This is just getting a little bit too out of control.
Well, it certainly is, and now I'm not sure who's got the advantage. Jesser in the corner, working on the masked man, the referee, trying to get between. Oh, good God! They just leveled Chad Delino, and that is Scotty Z and Gutz, who are, of course, on opposing sides in this one. Gutz is working him into a deathlock, a scorpion deathlock. That's on the referee. What the hell is going on here?
Well, look at me. I'm not getting in there. No way.
We need another referee in there.
I gotta go get ready for the matches later.
I'm yellow. Where are you going? Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Soltis has left me. You're a coward, Soltis. He has left me here at the broadcast position. Clearly, ladies and gentlemen, this match has gone absolutely ballistic. The referee finally has thrown this one out, which he probably should have done last Tuesday. Stay with us, everybody. We're coming back to Sharx in Fridley, Minnesota. Good God.